सभी साधकों का स्वागत है आज के मेडिटेशन सेशन में। वेलकम टू टुडेज ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन सेशन। श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक करते हुए हम अपनी कुंडलिनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेंगे। विद डिवोशन एंड लव, लेट्स बो डाउन टू श्री माता जी, raise our kundalini and take bandhan. पूर्ण एकाग्र चित्त से महामंत्र और गणेश मंत्र का उच्चारण करेंगे। To be in meditation, let us balance ourselves. ध्यान में गहनता पाने के लिए आइए हम अपने आप को संतुलित कर लेते हैं। Left hand towards Shri Mataji's photo and right hand on Mother Earth. बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और दाहिना हाथ भूमि तत्व पर। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे बाएं नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए। मदर, प्लीज क्लेंस माय लेफ्ट चैनल। हम अपना दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर रखेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी हमारे दाएं नाड़ी को निर्मल कीजिए। Keeping our right hand on our lap and raising left hand towards the sky, we pray, Mother, please cleanse my right channel. श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे दाएं नाड़ी की अत्यधिक उष्णता को आकाश तत्व में विलीन कीजिए। अब अपने दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, both hands on our lap towards श्री माता जी। अपना सारा चित्त सहस्त्रार पे स्थिर रखते हुए, keeping our attention on सहस्त्रारा, we shall pray, Mother, please clear my central channel. Mother, please establish dharma within me. श्री माता जी हमारे अंदर गुरु तत्व जागरूक कीजिए। Shri Mataji, please free us from all attachments. अपनी इसी निर्विचारिता की स्थिति में स्थिर रहते हुए हम श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी को आत्मसात करेंगे।
If you have love for a person, you will be amazed 99% people value love. This is the third quality of human beings, I should say. First is his inheritance, second is he thinks, and thirdly that he values love. Anybody who loves, the another person values that love. Because he thinks that this particular person is loving me, not my wealth, not my beauty, not my this thing, but he's loving me. And this idea of love, this is something that will get him completely detached from that person easily. How? It looks very funny that if you like somebody, if you love somebody, and then you should get detached. It's only possible in Sahaja. In Sahaja, your state of mind is such that you are absolutely detached and absolutely attached. Now, for example, now, say I have my daughter. So, I am detached. I never telephone to her, I am never bothered about her. Because in Sahaja, you know how is that person. If the vibrations are right, why should you telephone? Why should you talk to her? Why should you ask for anything? No need. Only on vibrations you will know how the person is. And so it will seem that you are absolutely detached. But when you will find the vibrations are showing or are indicating something serious about that person, what you will do, you will put full attention to that. Full attention. You will put attention, but not attachment. So the attachment doesn't solve the problem. What solves the problem is attention. But when you are not detached, then your attention is attached attention. It's an attention that is not available to everyone, an attention that gets stuck, absolutely stuck into that person with whom you are identified. Try to understand. So to be identified with someone is not actually what we can say paying attention to that person. And then your attention will work. If you are of that level, whenever you put attention to that particular person who needs your attention, it will work. But if you are all the time wasting your attention on a person because you are attached to that person, your attention will be tired. It won't work out. It's a big, I should say, a paradox. That if you are attached to someone, then your attention doesn't work. And if you are not attached to that person, you do everything else. Now you have to give lecture all the time, give lecture. Then I have to do some cooking, I'll do cooking, this, that, and that. But all the time if you are thinking about that person, all the time you want to have connection with that person, it's not necessary. That person is all right. What is there to be so much worried about that person? After all, you have to do Sahaja Yoga, you have to do so many things, you have to raise Kundalini, you have so many. Now you are getting attached to one person somewhere. It's not a very good thing. By that kind of attachment, your attention also becomes useless, absolutely useless. So let the attention be free. Attention should not be bound by your attachments. Attention should be absolutely free. So it works automatically. Automatically. And you will be amazed, even if you do not pay attention, the attention will work it. It is such a great thing to have this spiritual attention, which is nothing but love. It will just act. You will be amazed how it acts. It's another world I am talking about, not this mundane world, but something higher, where your attention works, and works so beautifully that you are amazed how it has worked. But you should not bound it by your attachments. If it is bound, you can have a very limited sphere. Only the people who are attached to you are attached to those persons. That's why identification is not the way a guru should work it out. Now, there are 10 disciples and one guru. And the guru likes only one. He thinks this is the best and he should be encouraged and should be given all the possible help. But that's not going to help. What on the contrary should say is he's already a good fellow. He has risen very high, he's gone very deep. So pay attention to those who are not so good. And talk to them about it, that you have to come up in a very sweet manner. You have to talk to these other people who are not yet there or who are still struggling. You have to understand them. You have to notice what are they doing, why is it they are not improving or rising in their attention. What is the problem? Why the divine is not flowing through them? And you will find the reason for this is that people do not have good attention is because it is focused on someone all the time. They feel this is their responsibility, that it should be focused. It's just to give an explanation, it's just an explanation to say that, see, naturally I have to be worried about this, I'm worried about that. It's just an explanation. But if you really don't fix your attention to one person or 10 persons only, then your attention looks after the whole world. It receives all the information and also it gives all the information what is to be done to correct the situation. So one has to rise into that state where you do not get angry, annoyed, upset. No, not at all. What happens to you? That you see a situation and in that you are not involved. See the situation and you are away from it. Then you can solve that problem better. But if you are part and parcel of that problem, then you cannot solve. It's like this, I was telling, that those who are fighting, say, cannot solve the problem. But a person who is not fighting can solve the problem. So it's a very simple thing to understand that if you are identified, if you are involved with one person or with one kind of a thing, then you are lost. So our attention has to be always free and can be applied widely, wherever needed. That is the state one has to reach. If you reach that state of mind, it's not I'm saying you can do anything about it, it's just a state of mind. Now, how do we do that? Only through introspection. Through introspection, you will understand that you need help to solve your problems. Firstly, the problem is how to face yourself, because you are a little bit shy or maybe nervous about it. As the time comes, you'll be amazed that this nervousness has no meaning at all. When you try to be deliberate about it, then it won't work out. But if you are Sahaj, it will work out. So we come to the second point, apart from the attention, that we should leave everything into the hands of Param Chaitanya. Let the Param Chaitanya solve the problem. This is the problem, let Param Chaitanya solve the problem. We are not bothered. So a detachment comes. You give the whole thing to Param Chaitanya to solve. So you are not in it, you are away from it. Very, very simple things are there. That if you understand that we suffer because everybody feels responsible for us. Everybody thinks they are responsible, they have to do this responsibility for us. Somebody says, this responsibility he has to do. All these things are worrying them. And that is the reason today we have a very complex society. They are suffering from all kinds of diseases in which only thinking is responsible. By this thinking all the time, thinking about one person, thinking about one problem, you reach nowhere. At that moment, what you have to do is to leave it to the Param Chaitanya. If it goes to the Param Chaitanya, it will manage. It will solve the problem. Now I will tell you one thing, an experience. This time I was in America, I wanted to have a puja there. So I said, all right, let them come for the puja. It's nice if they want to come. Then they told me that, Mother, we want to bring presents for you for puja. So how can we bring the present? I said, it's very simple. Don't bring. But they wouldn't listen to that. They said, we'll have to bring, and the customs will trouble us and do this and do that. So there was only one building ahead. There was another building where they were having a liquidation sale. I said, this is something nice, one can have a look at it. So I went in and I found things so cheap, unbelievable, very, very expensive things for throwaway price. I was amazed how it is there. So I told them, I can purchase all these things, I'll pay you. But you bring all these things to Kana Johari. They agreed, all right. We bring this to Kana Johari. And they brought all the things all packed nicely and gave it to Sajogis. We had no problem of customs or anything. I paid them there. How, you see, things can be improved? By understanding what is the most important thing is to love. But love is truth, and truth is love. If you have love for somebody, genuine love, then anything you want to do with that person will be absolutely obvious because it will be truthful. Anything you say to such a person will be absolutely obvious, clear-cut, because it is absolutely truthful. So when you are dealing with somebody also, you should be extremely truthful. Of course, you need not say things that will hurt him, but you must use such ways and methods that will not in any way hurt the other person, which will have an effect on that person. So this kind of a gurus we need now very much in Sahaja, because Sahaja has spread a lot. So first of all, our temper has to be brought into proper shape. A guru has no business, I mean the Sahajogi guru, has no business to lose temper at all, on any point whatsoever. If they can really do that much, it will save our so much of worry, so much of problems, so much of mess we create. All this can be solved very easily. But first we must have pure love in our heart. Not love out of some gain or out of some sort of reward, but pure love if we have, then we can work it out very easily, anything that you want to do. This is a very lengthy thing which can go on forever. Because after all, the gurus have to know what are their duties and why they are gurus is very important position, that they are gurus. And they should use that position for exhibiting tremendous understanding of their disciple and also their purpose should be clear-cut. People should not doubt him, should not think why he is doing such and such things. It should not be a mystery, but should be absolutely clear-cut. All these things I am telling you today because today we have completed 10 years of stay in Cabella. Cabella has been extremely kind to me. There are lots of people to serve. I tell you, very lots of people. It is a very far-fetched place. Everybody discarded it and said, where are you going to live and all that. But here only it has worked. And that should be accepted as a very good indication that Sahaja Yoga does miraculous things. Miraculous. But the foremost thing is you must know vibrations. If you don't know about vibrations, then you can't do it. For example, when I first came to Cabella, everybody told me, Mother, very lonely place, there are mafias around, there are only 6-7 houses there, where are you going, what is this? They all warned me. So I came here, and immediately I told the mayor, I'm going to buy it, and tomorrow I'll pay you the money. He was surprised. How can I do that? I said, don't worry. Perfectly all right. On vibrations it was. On vibrations I decided that this is a wonderful place. And vibration helped me so much that time. Though everybody discouraged me and everybody gave me a very big picture, horrible one, but still, where is the mafia now? It's gone, finished. Now, to know about the thing, you have to meditate and improve your vision, which should be clear-cut. It should not be something, a vision, which is reflecting your particular ideas about particular things, but it should be vision which should be clear-cut. With Sahaja Yoga, one has to know the protection of the goddess is on top of your head. Nothing can go wrong with you. Nothing will happen to you. It will all work out. I'm sure you will yourself experience. See, talking about Sahaja Yoga like this, you just get meditative. You just get meditative. And you feel that one day all of you should become like that. Just meditative. And this meditative temperament, or whatever is the state, emits vibration. It emits and creates path for you, for your work, for your life, for everything. You don't have to struggle with anyone, you don't have to fight with anyone, you don't have to argue with anyone. Just try to meditate and achieve a state which I am describing to you, where you get completely surrounded by love and affection. May God bless you all. There's one thing is important to understand, that you should not go to extremes of everything, which is also a human quality. For example, if they are rational, they go on rationalizing everything. I can't do this, I can't do that. Something like that goes on. The second part of it is that they become very emotional. And they become so emotional that they start doing wrong things in the name of emotionality. You have to overcome these two things. If you have not overcome that, what's the use? What's the use of calling yourself Sahaja Yogis? Minimum of minimum, this much you must do. Going to the extremes must be avoided. Keep a watch upon yourself. If you are going to the extremes, nothing will work out. You might develop cancer, develop horrible diseases on one side, and on the other side you might become a very rational person and no Sahaja Yoga will enter your head. So you have to keep the balance all the time. And with that balance, like somebody is a Sahaja Yogini and she has done something very wrong, then you should not become emotionally attached. Oh, Mother, what is it? We should forgive. No. You tell her that you must improve your vibrations and must come to balance. And once you are in balance, then I will consider your case. Then I will say it is so or not. But if she has no balance, it goes into rationality, goes into emotional thing, and this emotional business can take you to any nonsensical thing, as it is a psychological case. And one can go into very, very wrong things that they are doing out of this emotional thing. See, like even singing songs that are neurotic or anything, you see. All this emotional thing can take you anywhere. So to be emotional is not needed, you must love. And left one is what you can call another extreme. One side is emotional, another is rational. In rationality, you can start justifying anything, like Hitler did. He said, no, this was right, I was doing was right. He took something into his head, and now this is right. This is rationality. So both things are to be properly balanced, and you should see that whatever you are doing are giving you a proper result. So thank you very much again and again. May God bless you.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all thank Shri Mataji for blessing us today with such lovely meditative state. श्री माता जी से आज के सामूहिक ध्यान के लिए हृदयपूर्वक धन्यवाद करेंगे. We shall all bow down with love to Shri Mataji and take बंधन. सभी नतमस्तक होंगे और बंधन लेंगे.